What's up, guys? Welcome back to Auto Trifosa. It's Easy Peasy, aka Aztec, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a quick RuneScape quest guide to Ghost Ahoy. The requirements for this quest are 25 agility, 20 cooking, the ability to defeat a level 32 monster, and you're going to have to have already completed Priest in Peril and Restless Ghost. Okay, guys, now we're going to go over the items needed for the quest. The first thing you're going to need is about 50 ecto tokens. I'm assuming you know how to get ecto tokens so that I can move on with the guide. About 10 K coins, a bucket of milk, a bowl of water, 1 silk, 1 needle, 10 thread, 1 spade, a log and tinder, an oak logbow, a pair of gloves, 3 yellow dye, 3 red dye, and 3 blue dye, and most importantly, a knife. Make sure you bring in the knife because I forgot it myself and it took me a minute to go back to the bank and get one. So on this next part of the video, I'm going to be speeding it up, and I will see you guys in Port Phasmatis. Here, with the Ghost Week Amulet, you pay 2 to get into Port Phasmatis, and you come over here to speak with Veronica. Velronia, and you start the quest. You say, "What is the matter?" "Yes, I do. It's a very sad story." "Yes." And now you started Ghost Ahoy. So now we need to speak to the Necrovan in the temple, which is this guy over here. She wants to pass. Go through all those text options, talk to him again. And then after talking to him, go back and we are going to talk to Veronica. Pick the first one. So after talking to her, you're going to have to go to the old crone, which is located right here to the right of the Slayer Tower. So we have to leave Port Phasmatis and start making our way over there. I'm going to speed up the clip and I'll see you guys when I'm there. Alright, so now we can talk to the old crone and we say, "We're here for Necrovars." You talk to him and basically pick both of them just to get everything out of the way. Alright, so after picking the first one and going and clicking the second one just to make sure, you're going to run down to right here where this Slayer Master is, and to the right is these nettles that she wants, and she wants you to make a tea. So this is where we use some of our first thing. We use our bowl of water and we use our tinder and log to make a fire to warm up a tea for her. Okay, so here is the Slayer Master, and to the right here is where you want to go for the nettles. Okay, so now we're here to the right of the Slayer Master. And here are the nettles that the old crone wants us to pick up. Make sure you're wearing your gloves that I said at the beginning, and pick up some nettles. So it won't work unless you're wearing the gloves. But yeah, just pick some up. Click it and use it on the bowl of water, and you get nettle water. And now just light a fire. And don't drink, but use the nettle water on the fire. and it'll make a nettle T for the old crone. Okay, so now reverse your steps and run back up here to the old crone's house. And I'll speed up the clip for you. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to want to use, again, the nettle T on the old crone. And there you have it. Oh, she's going to complain about her tea not being in a cup, so you use nettle T on the porcelain cup. And now you have the cup of tea, use it then on the old crone. And then after this, she's going to complain that there's no milk in the tea, so you want to use the milk bucket on the tea. So once she has the... Make sure you do not drink the tea. You want to use it every time. Right click and use on the old crone. She'll have her special tea, and she'll have the milk in it, and it's in her special cup. So after all this, she's going to give you a pair of options. And you're going to want to pick, I'll go and search for the items as you asked for. So you click on her again and talk about the necrovirus, and then you ask if you can do anything for her, which is the first option. And she's going to give you a toy boat. There you have it. And then she gives you this model ship. So the next part of the quest is going to use a lot of the supplies that we already have. We're going to want to come over here to a boat, which is right over here, and I'm going to speed up the clip to show you how to get there. Okay, so once we're here at the boat, you're going to want to repair the model ship. So make sure you have everything that's necessary. You want to click silk and the model ship, and it fixes the model ship's sail. Then you're going to want to climb up this ladder on inside of the ship, and then you're going to want to come over here to the right and climb up this ladder. And this is the part where we're going to use our dyes. We're going to paint the ship basically. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to do up here. You're going to want to click the mast until it gives you a color. So here it says the top half of the flag is colored yellow. So you click on a yellow dye, you click on the model ship, and then it says what part? Top half. So you dye the top half of the flag yellow. Click it again, and it says nothing about colors, so you click it again and click it again until it does. It says the top half of the flag is colored yellow. We already did that one. The bottom half of the flag is colored blue. So you get your blue dye, model ship, bottom half, colored blue. Okay, it says the skull emblem is colored orange. So you mix yellow and red, get an orange. Get the orange dye, go to the model ship, and click skull emblem. So you talk to the old man and you click the bottom option and you show him the ship, and he gives you a key. So once you have the key, you want to use the key on the chest, and it will give you a part of a map. Now we have to go find the second map piece, which is going to be over here to the north. We have to go to the plank, walk the plank onto the rocks, and jump these rocks all the way to the end, and we have to search a chest at the end of these rocks. So you want to open up this chest, search it, and find the other map piece. Okay, so once you're making your way back from the second map piece, this is where we get the third map piece, which is where we fight the level 32 monster. So you want to come over to here to the east side of the ship and start searching the chests. So the lower east side of the ship, my bad. And we start searching chests until the monster comes out. And once we kill him, we can search the chest, and we have all of the pieces of the map. So now we have the map. Okay guys, so on this part, we're going to have to make our way all the way back to the Ectofuntus. Make sure you have at least 30 Ecto tokens. Okay, now that we're back here in Port Phasmatis, we pay 2 Ecto tokens to get back in. And we need to talk to one of the boatsmen over here on the dock. And I'll show you which one we want to talk to. We're going to show him the map, I'm pretty sure. And then this is going to continue on with the quest. So we talk to him. 25 Ecto tokens. You give him the Ecto tokens. So once we're here on the island, we're going to follow the treasure map and go south 4 paces. Then read it again. Follow south 2 paces. Read it again. East 8 paces, so follow it east. Wait until he walks those 4. Follow it east 4 more paces. Read the map again. We go north 2 paces. Right click follow. North 2 paces. Read it again. East 4 paces. So right click follow. East 4 paces. Read it again. And 22 paces south. So follow it. South 10 paces. Follow it again. South 10 paces. And finally follow it again. South 2 more paces. And that should be where X marks the spot. Right, so once we're there, we're going to want to dig. And we find the book of Harikanto. Once we find the book, we can go ahead and make our way back to Port Phasmatis. Okay guys, so we found the treasure, we have the book. You're going to want to talk to this guy right here, and he says basically to get your oak longbow signed by Robin. And basically we're going to have to beat him in 4 games of blackjack to convince him to sign the bow. So here's a little clip of that. So in this clip, basically all you do is you draw and you try to get the closest to 21 without busting, which is like 22. Or you get a death rune, which means X, and you die. And you beat him 4 times in a row until he can't repay you the money. And then instead of paying you the money, he's going to autograph your oak longbow. And then you come back over to this guy and give him the signed oak longbow from Robin. So give him the signed oak longbow. And he'll give you this book. Okay guys, so once he gives you the translation manual, you want to head back into the bar and speak to the ghost innkeeper. You want to pick the 4th option and ask him if he has any jobs for you. So hello there. He says hello. You say, do you have any jobs? And he'll give us a job, and you say, yes, I'll be delighted. So he's going to give you a bed sheet, and you go over to the Ectofundus, and you want to go down this trap door that we talked about earlier. Run all the way around. I'll speed this up. Alright, so once we're down here at the Ectofungus, you want to use your bucket on the fungus. you get a bucket of slime. You use the bucket of slime on the blanket sheet, and you get the new blanket sheet. Okay, so guys, so once we're back and we have the sheet, we're going to want to wear the sheet, and we talked to Gravis, and he wants us to get petitions. Okay, guys, so this next part is kind of self-explanatory. Graving Gas wants us to get 10 petitions, so what we need to do is put the bed sheet on that we already have on, of course, walk around to the ghost villagers and ask them if they'll sign a petition for us. Some of them will say no, go away, some of them will say sure, and then some will ask for ecto tokens. So again, I can't stress enough how important the ecto tokens are in this quest. Okay, so once you have all 10 petitions from talking to the ghosts, you go back over to Gravis and show them the petition sheet. And now we go over here and we talk to Necrovars. So once he drops the key, you pick it up and you go up these stairs on the east side, and you use the bell key on the door. Now that we're in here, we're going to open the coffin and search the coffin, and we get mystical robes. Alright guys, so once we get the mystical robes, we're going to run and make our way all the way back to the old crone and speak to her, and she's going to give us another ghost speak amulet. So I'm going to fast forward up until that point. So once we give her the robes, she's going to do a ritual, and she's going to give us this ghost speak amulet, which is a green one. So once we have the green ghost speak amulet, we're going to have to make our way all the way back to the Ectofuntus again. Okay, now that we're back, we're going to want to talk to the Necrovas again. Pick the first option. Talk to him again. Once you've done all that and you've spoken to him, make your way all the way back to Valerina, talk to her, and you will have completed the quest. And that is the end of the quest guide. Thank you for watching. It has been Ultrafosa and Easy Peasy. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the quest guide, and like and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.